Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Beautiful Outside, Dirty Inside Medically. If this is your first time of watching any of our videos, you're welcome. What we do on this channel is discuss medical condition in simple English, pidgin English, Benin dialect, and Esan dialect. So what you need to do now is quickly hit on the subscribe buttons, and after watching the video, give the video a thumbs up, like and share. You get what I mean? So for today, we're going to be discussing an interesting topic. But before we go into that topic, there is something we'd like to remind our viewers of, and that is our channel policy. Whatever you hear on this channel, images or material you see on this channel, is only for awareness purpose only. It is not meant to represent your doctor's medical report, your doctor's diagnosis, or your medical doctor's treatment. So we advise you, if you have any medical concern, any medical condition, please, as soon as possible, take contact with your doctor. And if any of our video is not clear to you, you have questions, do not hesitate to contact us. You will always get our number at the end or in the comment box below or at the end of the video. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. This video, please take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icon so you will be the first to know when we post a new video, because we have a lot in stock for you this 2021. So there is something, before we go into the topic, there is something I want to say. It's my observation. I don't know if I'm correct. I don't know if I'm wrong, and I stand to be corrected. Is that I observe that most African men, they are shy. They find it very, very difficult to discuss their sexual health. I don't know why. That's just an observation. So, like I said, I stand to be corrected. So, my advice to the African man is, don't be shy. And they are mostly shy when they are in the presence of a female healthcare professional. You never can tell. It's her profession. Maybe she will do better than the male counterpart. You don't know. So don't be shy. Feel free whenever you are in the presence of your healthcare professional. That's why they are there. And they are bound by law. They cannot use anything against their patient. They can't. They can't even discuss you to another person, not even to joke in their own home. If they do, it's a big problem. So don't be shy whenever you are in front of a healthcare professional. Just be with them and tell them your mind. So that's that. So today I'm going to be talking about prostate health, which is very common among the black men. It's more common in black men compared to other race, like the white men or other people. So it's like if we have 4 African men or 4 black men standing, at least 3 of them will experience prostate enlargement. So it's a very common condition, and there's nothing to be shy about. That is why we are bringing this awareness to you, that you don't need to be shy when it comes to your prostate health. Feel free to discuss it. Feel free to ask questions. It's just like when women get to their 50s, they go into menopause. So also it is with men. Before I go into the medical before I went into university, I never knew that men do have their own when they get to that age of 50. I thought it was only women that when they get to 50, the menopause will set in, and then there comes a problem. I said, oh, how would they be managing themselves with their husband? I never knew there was also something that God also shared to the men's side. You understand? So it's a win-win situation. No one is losing. The husband is going through his own, and the wife is going through her own. So there's nothing to be shy about. It is something you can discuss with your partner. Both of you need to understand each other and know how to help and support each other. So, like I said, today we're going to be looking at prostate health in men and what is prostate health, how does it affect you, how does it affect the man, and what you need to do, the signs and symptoms you need to look out for. I will be discussing those ones with you. And please, if you are experiencing any of those symptoms, do not hesitate. Take contact immediately with your medical doctor and make sure you talk to them. And the main people who are specialized in the prostate health, I'll be letting you know about them. They are the urologists. So if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, make sure you knock on their door and talk to them and explain your condition, your situation to them as soon as possible. Do not delay. So now we're going to look at it. What is this prostate? What is this prostate? Yes, what is it? The prostate is a part of the male reproductive system that is, it wraps around the urethra near the bladder in the region of the anus. So when you go to your urologist and he says, okay, from what you've said to me, I want to do an examination, and then he now puts on a gloves and want to chook his hand through your backside to your inside, don't be surprised. It's part of the examination. He is not trying to abuse you. It's part of the examination. Why are they doing this? Because the prostate is in the region of the anus. When it gets larger and they put their hand from your backside to the inside, they'll be able to know how big it is. So that's why they do their examination in that form. And then again, when it starts, like most men, the first thing they experience in their life when it starts is mainly when they start to urinate, they will see that there is a difference. It's going slow. It's not like normal as before. And when it finishes, it doesn't like actually like go like before. So that is why all black men, they must watch this video and wake up and come to terms with themselves, and also make sure they share this video. You don't have to hear this alone. And again, for your information, if you are from Edo State, this video is going to be repeated in Benin language. So there will be two versions. So that's why you see on the screen here, I said English version. Now, prostate in men. Yes, more common in black men. How and why? We don't know. I can't answer that question. Why more black men get prostate enlargement in their lives, I don't know. But I know it's all men, but it's more common in black men. And why is it killing black men more? Why? I can answer that question. One, the black man hardly come to terms with their medical condition. An average African man that I have seen, if you tell them this is a prostate situation, they say, oh, no, no, no. And again, an average black man cannot tell you medically anything about their family history, because why? They reject everything. And again, another reason I believe it's killing more black men, they don't tend to or do research. They don't tend to look at themselves medically, because an average black man, especially in Africa, believes that any man that dies either as a result of witchcraft, either is a witch that killed the person, or maybe is the partner, one thing or the other. There must be one spiritual reason why the person exited this world. So the one bringing this awareness to your attention now is that let's go of those ideology. Let us begin to face medical situation in a medical way and see it from a medical perspective. So that's the essence of this video. Is all about awareness. Now, going back to prostate health, in some men, if you know your family history, there are some men, if prostate enlargement or prostate cancer has been in their family, we let them know. We are giving you awareness now. If you know it has been there and you know you are up to 40 years, I will say start checking yourself now. Yeah, that's for that. Start checking yourself. Because why? Prostate enlargement usually starts from the age of 50. But if it runs in your family, it can start as from the age of 40. So don't be surprised if you see that you are 40 years and you're already experiencing some of the symptoms I'm going to be touching on later on this video. Sorry about that. So if you see that you're 40 years, you're less than 50, and you are experiencing all these symptoms I will be mentioning already, please do go and seek the attention. Go and seek the attention of a qualified healthcare professional. For example, a urologist. So when men get to the age of 50, it starts to get enlarged and enlarged and enlarged. It's a natural thing. It's just like a woman going through menopause. There's nothing you can do to stop it. When you get to that stage of menopause, the bleeding will stop and it will stop. You can't force it back. So when you see that some women their bleeding is being forced back, that's medically done. You understand? But naturally, every woman will go through that process of menopause. So it is prostate enlargement in men. Why are we saying it is a natural thing? Because I will tell you, 85 to 90% of men we pass through this road of prostate problem. So you are not alone. It's something you need to talk about. There's nothing to be shy about. Talk about it. So if you know you are 50 already, a black man, make sure you put it down on your agenda. Every year you must go for a check. Every year you must go for a check. And if you know that in your family, somehow, somewhere, anyone, your father, your uncle, your brother have gone through prostate problem and you're 45, you're between 40, 45, or let me say between 40 and 49, make sure you go for tests every year. Go and test. You need to be on top of your game. You need to up your game when it comes to prostate health, because why? It can easily develop into a prostate cancer. So that is why it's not something you need to joke with. Now, one thing you must know again, if you know, this is why I always preach in my channel that you need to know your body medically. If you know that it has been running, or maybe your father, your uncle, they've experienced this kind of thing. I'm going to show you something now. You make sure you go talk to your doctor and let them do this test for you so that you know your baseline. What's the essence of this baseline test? If you do a PSA test, it will tell them the level, because there is a level, there is a range that your PSA is supposed to be. So if your PSA is above the normal range, then it calls for a consign. Not a consign that cancer has arrived, but a consign that you need to watch what you eat, know how to live your life, and know how to book yourself in for a regular medical test. For example, if a man of 40 years go for a baseline test, PSA baseline test, and then it comes back as above 2, when it's above 2, then that's a wake-up call for you to quickly make sure you are going to book it in your agenda that I'm going to take action now. And then when you are 45, you're 50, and your baseline is already above 4, please, it is a wake-up call for you. Now, the things some people, I'm not saying everybody, if you are experiencing any of these symptoms I'm going to be mentioning or talking about, I really advise you, please, please, please do not waste time. Take contact with your medical doctor. If you go directly to your urologist, they might ask you, oh, why did you come to? No, go and meet your doctor who has been following up with your health to tell you more, and he will refer you to a urologist, because that is their line. When we say urologist, we mean people who are specialized in handling such problems. Now, one of the symptoms we're going to mention, the first one some people experience, like I said, playing the video for you again. Restricted urine flow. The urine does not come out normally. It is now restricted. You understand? So that's one of the experience. One of the symptoms some people experience. And then another one is some people find it difficult to get erection. They find it very difficult to get erectile erection. As you can see, this man is trying to get himself to that mood, but no, the banana is not agreeing to flow. So if you are experiencing this, make sure you contact your doctor. And then there are some people, another symptoms they experience is they feel their bladder is full and they want to go and empty it. But even after emptying the bladder, they still feel in their head that no, it is still there. It's no, it's not complete. Some people will experience that. And then again, you see some people, they find it difficult to stop urinating. It keeps coming. It's just coming. It's not, the urine is still coming, but it's not stopping on its own. Why? These are all symptoms. These are all signs. These are all things people experience that they need to contact their medical a doctor. Then another one is the frequent urge. Like as you can see, this man, he wants a toilet immediately. He wants a place to urinate. The good news is for men, it is very easy. They look for a small corner and just face it and shoot their gun there. But for women, it is difficult. So those men who have the urge of urinating all the time, you just urinating, not quite long, you want to urinate again. Please take it into consideration. Don't ignore it. It's not something you will just push aside. Watch out very well. Then another one, some men will urinate. After urinating, they feel, okay, I've urinated. But then they are still dripping. You still see urine dripping. Some of them, they feel the urine is finished. And when they wear their trouser, especially if they are putting on a colored shirt or a colored pants, you see the urine staining. You say, your trouser is stained. Say, oh, I thought I finished. It is a sign. It's not a mistake. It's not by accident. It's something you must watch out for. And then there is another thing. Some people, they feel pain in the region of their testicle. They feel pain, around the testicles. They feel pain there. So if you are experiencing this, please speak to your doctor. And then another symptom some people experience is when they are ejaculating, it's painful. Though they don't want to cry there, especially those that are going for younger girls, they will want to cry in the presence of that young girl anyway. They try to keep their mouth shut, but then please, when you are off away from the younger girl you're going out with, whether side chick or no side chick, please go and talk to your doctor. Yeah. And then another one is when some people go and urinate, they kind of see blood in their urine. That is why some people, I'm surprised when some people go to the toilet and say, oh, I don't want to see my poo-poo. I don't want to see this. Why? It's you. So it's something you need to look into. So that is for that. And then the last but not the least, that is again your PSA. You have to book an appointment to go check out what is your PSA baseline. As you can see, this is the test. Go and tell your doctor if you are 40 years. Tell your doctor you want to do a PSA test. They all know all over the world it's called PSA, and they know that is prostate specific antigen. So your doctor will let you know what is best for you and how you have to do it. Like I said, if a man of 40 PSA level comes back as above 2, that is it could be a sign for an early onset of prostate cancer if it is above 2. Yes. And then if you're 50 and your PSA level comes back as above 4, tell yourself the truth. So we advise that you see your urologist immediately if you see that your PSA level has been elevated. Do not keep quiet. And let me tell you, the fact that your PSA level is elevated, it does not mean that you are having cancer already. No, it is a wake-up call. It is a call that is telling you, look, take action now. But if you ignore it and you don't do something about it, it could develop into a prostate cancer. So that is why you don't have to joke with it. Now, we're going to be giving you tips. I'm going to give you tips now. That's why I said you have to stay to the end, because I've got some tips for you. How do you support yourself? How do you help yourself at home? But before I go into that, there's something I want to tell you. The tips I'm going to give to you is to support your prostate health. If you know you don't have prostate problem now already, then it will help you very well. If you have prostate problem already, all you need to do, follow your doctor's or your medical doctor's treatment regimen. Follow it strictly. It's not jokingly, strictly. I mean strictly, because some people, when you give them medication and you check their compliance, it is completely zero, because maybe they were relieved for about a week or two. They think, oh, the problem is gone. You understand? So before the tips, I want you to know something. If your level are within range, then this will help as a maintenance recommendation, just to maintain your prostate health. But if at the same time your level are already elevated, right, and you are already on medication, please check with your medical doctor, because there are some Jews that could interact with other medications you're taking. For example, if you are on a warfarin, and you are consuming a lot of green leafy vegetable, it is a problem. So please always check with your medical doctor before you do anything. And when it comes to you knowing about interaction, whether the green leafy vegetable is going to interact with your medication, the best people you have to go and speak with are your pharmacists. Talk to the pharmacist. That's why they are there. They will look at your medication and they will tell you if anything is going to interact with it. So now let's go to tip number one. Right. Your tip number one is you have to do support our immune system, and it will actually help in doing so. So the tip number two is what? Consume more tomatoes. And the best way I advise people to consume tomatoes is either you juice it this way, or you just buy it as it is now, like they say, cherry tomatoes. Take it as it is and then just pop it in your mouth. I do it regularly. So that's why I prefer to snack on rather than to snack on crisps. So I will advise you to do that. And then the other one that I'm going to tell you, which is very, very important, is if you know you already have it, make sure you do a pelvic stretching exercise every day. As a man, you come back, do a stretching exercise, pelvic stretching. Do your pelvic stretching. I think most women who go for yoga, they know what I'm talking about. So you try. If you know your wife does yoga, learn from her, because the pelvic floor, like I said, in that area, that is where the urethra is. So learn to stretch your pelvic every day. Don't say tomorrow. Do it. Yes, I know most of our big men will find it difficult to do because of their 3 months pregnancy. Anyway, that's not where we're going. So you do it and then you will see the benefit. You understand? So make sure you do your pelvic stretching every day. So don't miss anyone. And then the last but not the least, though I don't have a video to show you because I don't want to come out to say, oh, this I'm like promoting anything, is that you should reduce the intake of red meat. Go for healthy food. Reduce the intake of animal protein. This will not only protect you against prostate cancer, no, but it will protect you against many other diseases, many, a lot. So please go for that. And guys, let me tell you, you've watched, no, I've taken your time. It's almost 25 minutes. I've taken a lot of your time. Please forward this video to as many as you know, black men you know. Forward it to them wherever they are. If you're not a black person, you're watching this video, please forward it to another black man you know. Even if you just see a black man, you have their number, just forward it to them. We need to bring this awareness to every black man so that prostate cancer does not have an upper hand over our black men. You understand? And if you are not a black man, you're a black woman watching video, who knows? Send it to any black man you know. So please, this is going to be, I'm going to stop here. If you need more information, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. So I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.